I'm back. I am live and I'm excited about this series, Pump My Jam. Now, I started this series back in 2022, I believe, but the last actual live stream that I did was June 23rd, 2022. So it's been a long time. It's been 10 months basically. And well, I just had to get back into it. I know that there's been so many other things. I've started so many other series on this channel. And if you've been following me since then, or you've been subscribed to the channel since then you know that sometimes my brain is going everywhere. And I apologize for that. But the purpose of Pump My Jam is so that you can submit your music or you can share your music that you want the community to be aware of. Think it of as a way to help market yourself even better because I'm a, small artist. I don't have, I haven't make $1 million on anything. I'm not signed to a record label. I do everything independently. And I know how hard it is to try to get your music pushed out to the world. So whether you have your song released or you're getting ready to release it, or maybe you just want someone to hear it just to give you critique on it, I created a form that I'm going to pull up. All right. And let me show you where the form is, because if you have not done it before, then you'll know this is what it looks like. All right. Let me do this. I'm going to switch here, put me on the side. Hope you all are feeling well wherever you are in the world. Now let me do my daily check to make sure that I'm getting audio, because I was supposed to go live this morning and that did not work out because I woke up late, and I apologize for waking up late. I needed that rest. So that rest is really good. So if you're in the room, you happen to tune in and stop by, just say hi. Say hi. How are you? All right, because I'm feeling really good today. Today is going to be a good day. It's going to be filled with a lot of crazy things that I got to get done. I have to finish editing a video for someone's channel. I'm going to start working on that today, hopefully, if I get a chance. I've got to work on some music on my keyboard to the side to make sure that I know some of these songs I'm playing in the wedding tonight, because, wedding people have special requests. Hey, Big Poppy, how you doing? Uh-oh, not clicking star. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing stupendous, as they say. I'm doing really good. So I got work on music. I got to do that, and I got a wedding tonight, so I'm going to be up all night. And then when I get home, I got to work on music for church because I got to play bass tomorrow, and there's some things I need to work on with that. If I get a chance, I might work on it early, but it's a lot of stuff going on. But I wanted to stream today, and I know, tomorrow's the last day for streaming. So out of the 30 days in April, I think I streamed at least, I don't know, maybe 20 of them, maybe 23. I don't know. Somebody can count, but I'll do the count later on. But I just know that I missed some days. All right. It was a hard challenge. I did pretty good. I mean, I gave myself about 60% basically, but I can do better next time. So anyway, Pump My Jam is a series. It's your chance to share your music. Now on pretty much any of my videos, you should see some type of link that takes you to this actual form, and it asks you, to put your email in, and it'll ask you a few questions. Ask you, what's the name of the song? What's your artist name? If you have an artist name, if you have a YouTube channel, you can put that there too as well. Have you released the music? Can you provide a link, whether it's Spotify, SoundCloud, or if you want me to, if it's like an MP3 or something you're sending me, or a wave you're sending me directly to email, you can do that too as well. And to tell me a little about the song, because I want to know, how you came about the song. What's the inspiration, the process of writing or recording the song, whether you recorded it. Was it recorded in Cakewalk? It might not have been recorded in Cakewalk. It might have been recorded at a studio, might have been recorded somewhere else, or maybe it was just you simply pulled out your guitar, started singing, and you turned on your recorder in your iPhone. So that works as well if you want to do it that way. But whatever way you did it, I just want to know the process. And then what type of advice you want, okay? Now, once again, this is not a critique. I'm not critiquing and saying, hey, I think you should change this, blah, 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 blah. But if you want to receive some feedback on it, then you can check, hey, I need more help with the music composition, like, the lyrics or the form, harmonic structure, the chords, basically like that. Or if it's Cakewalk by BandLab, like, hey, I wanted to record, but I couldn't get this type of effect that I'm looking for, or I need help with mixing it. By the way, I am doing free mixing right now. I probably do it all the time, but sometimes I don't know. I feel like people are not biting and grabbing this. If anybody told me that they was doing free mixing, I'd be jumping on it real quick. But I am trying to do mixing which has vocals in it. Okay, my main objective is vocals. Now later on, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm only focusing on drums. So if any of you got a song you want me to mix the drums, I'm gonna be working on the drums, trying to get some drum templates that you can use for your drums. But right now I'm focusing on vocals. So that would be great if you have any vocal songs or, whatever. But you can still send me stuff that you just want me to listen to anyway. I accept anything. But this is free for a moment of time. It's probably going to be free all the way up until maybe, I don't know, August or something like that. So it's going to be free for a while. And that's just so I can grab enough data and try to work with some different sounds sonically. I want all genres and styles of music. Please, all genres of music. Oh, let me move over a little bit right there. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right. It's weird being on this side, though. But it's all right. And the reason why I want this is because there's so many different characteristics of sound. Okay, like, if I was listening to songs that are modernized, that are now that, that came out this year or last year, and everything is kind of reverting back to the 80s sound. The Weeknd started doing it. You got a bunch of other artists that are like incorporating that 80s sound for as the mixing and the vocals, the effects and stuff like that. Everything had its own characteristics back then. And then everything is kind of going back to the disco feel. A lot of songs are hitting that disco, like Four on the Floor, or like 70s, real funky type of stuff. So I like that. I like where music is going for the most part right now. So anyway, that's why I want those different sounds. Now in here, okay, it also says, what country you live in. I have received 6 responses for this form. All right. But on my previous 2 episodes, I had went through 5 of the responses. So I received this response from Catala Music 22. I'm kind of sharing her email, but don't try to email them, y'all. Please don't try to email them. Okay, I meant to have that part blocked out, but might have to do that in the editing process. All right. So anyway, Noel. The name of the song is Noel, and the name of the artist is Catala. I think that's correct. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. But this was sent to me. I don't know when it was sent to me. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. Let's do this one moment. Let me just look at it real quick. All right, this was sent to me. I forgot. Does it show you a date on here? Can't remember. Let me see. Does it show you a date of when it was sent? Oh, got it. This was sent to me on November 18th, okay? So this was sent November 18th, and let me do this. Uncheck that. Click. Okay, there we go. We back where we were. All right, so this is sent to me November 18th. I can see it at the very bottom. All right, and Catala has this song been released, and it says yes. Please provide the link. So this is on Spotify. We're going to listen to it. Once again, when I do this series, you all, I never monetize this because I know copyright wise, this is your music. So it's copywritten. Hopefully it's copywritten. But in case you didn't know, whenever you record music or whenever you write it down, whenever you put it on any tangible, not device, but anything that's tangible, basically, like, well, this is my Raffin beard manual. By the way, I cut my beard. Did you all know that? I'm growing it back, though. I just wanted to start over, okay? But anyway, this is real tiny. You can't see it, but Anything that's like a piece of paper, if I write my lyrics on a piece of paper, those lyrics are copywritten. Okay. If I record a song on my phone, it's copywritten. And the reason why is because I have proof that I recorded the song or that I wrote the song. All right. Now, if you want to register it with a, uh, BMI or ASCAP or CSAC or anything like that, that is the next step. And that's so whenever someone's trying to use your music, they can find out that, hey, this song is out. Yeah, we got a song that's already registered. But the real thing is sending your music off. Now, I don't think I ever did this for any of my music, but you used to have to send your music off and you would actually include a recording of your song. So that way, and this is so whenever it goes to court, they'll be able to say, oh, you know what? Yeah, we have this song. This is the name of the song, and this is what it sounds like. Yeah, that sounds just like the song. And you see artists right now that are getting, copyrights that's popping through, and then, people are going to court and stuff like that. So this is always a good thing to remember. All right, we're going to listen to this song real quick, and if you have anything that you want me to listen to, then that's fine as well. All right, but let's see. Pull this up. So I'm a little out of the loop. I haven't done this series in a while, so I can open it in Spotify. Do I have Spotify on here? Yeah, let's just do it in Spotify. All right. Noel. So Noel, Catula, you sent this to me a while ago, and I'm just not doing it now, so I apologize. But let's listen to it. Hopefully, let me make sure everybody can hear it well. Can everybody hear that?
She goes by Noel, no one knows her well. She keeps to herself. Her eyes tell you different. They travel a million miles per hour. Mysterious persona, elusive but doesn't seem to mind. Like shadow, she lingers in darkness. She did.
Okay, you said it just stopped. I wonder if so I have my microphone on. I muted my microphone. Okay, I got you. Okay, this makes a lot more sense now. All right, so I had muted my microphone and that muted the song. So um, a few times that I did this before, when I was working with like with X.E.L.O, like I remember like having like an echo whenever I had him on here every time I tried to play some music. That's why I muted my mic. But I had no idea that when I muted my mic, it muted the whole entire sound that was coming through. And that's because I did not share, when I shared my screen, I did not share the audio itself. So maybe if I do it this way, but then I'm wondering if it's going to echo. So that's fine. I'm going to leave my mic on because it's not really affecting anything. But let's do that again so we can listen to it because that was a gorgeous song. Very gorgeous. Hey, Jeremiah, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that I have sound. Yeah, I had sound earlier. I just turned my mic off. That's all. I was trying to keep from making extra noise in the background, because sometimes I might start humming and singing. All right, so let's do that again. Let's listen to that one more time. This is Noel by Catala or Catala. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right again. All right, can everybody still see the screen? Yes, you can see the screen, and you should have sound. So let's keep it on again. There we go. Listen to it again.
She goes by Noel, no one knows her well. She keeps to herself. Her eyes tell you different. They travel a million miles per hour. Mysterious persona, elusive but doesn't seem to mind. Like shadow, she lingers in darkness. She disappears in darkness. She sheds her tears. She lied to her friends and believed it herself. Was too scared to admit that she needed some help. Her eyes tell you different, so close yet so distant, in search of a sign. She goes by Noel, no one knows her well. She keeps to herself.
That is very pretty, you all. Can you hear and I don't know if that was intentional. Can you hear all the extra noise in the background? Like when the guitar comes in. It sounds like this is recorded and like my kind of situation where where there's noise everywhere, kids are running around. I can hear like I think I heard like a TV on in the background, but it's very, very pretty. I really like that. So I'm gonna have to email her back and tell her thank you for sending that. And I'm sorry it took so long to actually listening to it because I mean, like I said, I received it back in what November. What did I say November? No, not November. Oh, yeah, November. Yeah, November 18th. Yeah. United Kingdom. So here is Noel said, okay, this is what the song is about. Noel is about my struggles with my mental health. It's about becoming a stranger to yourself to the point where you don't see how bad things have gotten. Very deep. And you can hear the emotion in the recording. Was there another question that okay. Oh, what genres could also suit my voice? So this is the question that she had. What genres could also suit my voice? So this is more of a like, it's more of an R&B style, especially with the chord changes basically, but um I think what do you all think? I think she's got a voice that could work in a lot of genres. Like I kind of hear like, she can do some of the, the pop kind of mellow pop, which is what I kind of call like Billie Eilish and a few others like that. Um, Depending on the tone, like if it was a faster song, I definitely could see her doing some type of rock too as well. Um, Very good voice, I like the recording so much. So, and it's very simplistic, and it's kind of like what I was mentioning to you, Big Poppy. Like, hey, just get you a guitar or get your little keyboard or get your little your little 3 chord changes and just sing or just rap or do whatever you're gonna do, or I put a little weird melody line on top of it and then just release it. But this is really cool. I wonder if there are any other songs. Okay, so this is the only song. This is great because 24 monthly listeners, um, artist playlist on featuring Catala, so Catala Radio. So on a few playlists, 3,519 views. You all, it is hard to get views. I mean, or hard to get streams through all of these different platforms because They are, it's not like, I mean, it's like YouTube in a way where if I post a video on YouTube and I know that, within a few months it got, I don't know, 100 views, 200 views, um, I can't sit on that video because that video may take off later on because I had one of my videos, actually one of the videos, and some of you all might have discovered me through this video, was my what was it? Getting started in Cakewalk for beginners. When I released that video, and I told a story about it, how I released this video, and I was like, I wasn't feeling well when I made the video. Move this mic over a little bit. Yeah, I was sick and I was congested and coughing and stuff, and I tried my best to get through it. I was really tired when I made the video, and I made it late at night. Like, and it's when you're a parent and you got a million different things going on, that's kind of what happens. You have to do a lot of your recording late at night. That's why I've done all these live streams late at night, because that's the time when, my wife is in the bed and kids are going to sleep, and I kind of have to neglect my wife for a little bit and say, hey, I'll be back there in a little bit, babe, but I got to get this stream in real quick. And so when I do that, it's hectic, trying to record that late at night. I prefer to record like around this time, but I had to tell my kids, like, look, I don't care what y'all do, just go to the other room and do it right now. Well, not quite like that, but that I made sure that they ate and, made sure everybody's good to go for a little while. So, but when I recorded that video and I posted that video, it got some views. But then, like, I don't know, a year later or half a year later or something like that, it started taking off. And the next thing I know, it was getting thousands of views. And then, now it's over 20,000 views. So which is an amazing thing for my channel. And a lot of subscribers came through that one video. Now I got subscribers from other videos too as well. But so whenever you release a song, like I have a song that's called Give Your Life to Him. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it up. Real quick because some of y'all might not even listen to some of my music, Y'all get to hear all the little weird stuff that I make when I'm on Cakewalk, but I do have actual music out, So, and let me tell you, Big Poppy, like what I mean by, so these 3 songs right here. Oh, yeah, I can't see it. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch it over. There we go. So these first 3 songs, Give Your Life to Him, Jesus is More Than Friend, I'm Strong, okay, because I came from a gospel background. All right, I'm not forcing religion on anybody, so that's not about that. But these are the songs that I wrote when I was younger. So these 3 songs I wrote and recorded when I was 18 to 20 years old. Hi, son. Go get you a snack, okay? All right. So I wrote these songs when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. I recorded them all myself on my computer at my parents' house, and I mixed them all myself on my computer in my parents' house. And I was studying audio at the time, and I grew up doing live sound and stuff like that. But I wasn't happy with the way I mixed the songs. Now, this song, Give Your Life to Him, I was really fascinated with this song, and I did like the mix of it. And back then, the mix was fat, but now technology, everything's got better. Everything sounds better now. Period. With the software and plugins. So mind you, that back then, everybody was still kind of new to producing and recording at home. I think that's how I found you. I've been using Cakewalk for a while now, but the videos like yours, I'm always finding new things in Cakewalk. Well, thank you, Jeremiah, because you know what? I've been using it for a long time, too, and I'm still finding new things in Cakewalk as well. Like, every time I pull up the software, it's something like, and I'll be like, what is that? And I'll be like, oh, nope, that's for another day, because I'm not getting ready to mess with it right now. I'm like, when you get into a new software, learn what you need to learn to get what you need done. All All right. And then after that, when you got a little bit more free time, then venture off into the other parts of the app or the program, whatever program it is. Even like with Power Director, that's what I do most of my video editing on. And on Power Director, it's a million other things I can do on there. But unless I come to it and I'm trying to think of doing something different, otherwise, I keep everything very basic, just basic editing. Nothing fancy. Also, I have Adobe Premiere, and like I've opened it up 2 or 3 times. I used to use it a lot in the past when I was in school, but I don't know. I like Power Director better for some reason. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. But all right, so let me go back to what I was talking about. All right, so yeah, this "Give Your Life to Him." This song was a song that wasn't doing that well in streams. And then all of a sudden, I released this in 2020. Then all of a sudden, a few months ago, it got picked up on a Spotify list. So now it's on the list. And I don't know how long it's going to stay on there, but it's all of a sudden it started getting more views. So now this is like my number one. I think it's my number one. Let me go back. Is it the number one? Does it tell you on here? Can't remember. When you go to an artist. Yeah, so it's at the top of the list. Now, I'm Stronger we used to be at the top of the list. And then Mommy You So Cool wasn't like was at the bottom of the list, basically. And all that means is just right now, within this period, these songs are being played the most. But this song, "Give Your Life to Him," everything is like, very orchestrated, which is the way I wrote a lot. I still write that way, but I used a lot of stuff in Finale. So this song, "Give Your Life to Him," and this song, which is on the EP, "Jesus Is More Than a Friend," both of them were made and created inside Finale. Okay, Finale is a notation software. So everything was written out or basically notated. Drums, everything was notated. Then what I did is I brought it into Cakewalk, and I have a video that talks about how to bring notation into Cakewalk. I applied it. So I exported it as a MIDI, brought it in, applied sounds to it, and then vice versa. Now, at this point in time, when I'm using Cakewalk, I was using Cakewalk Sonar 2.0, okay, when I did these songs, 2.0. And 2.0 used to have a rolling module that I was in love with called and I might get it wrong, the DR008. I think DR008. I think that's what it was called. I might be wrong. But that module had all of the fat, samples that you need, like the 808 and 909s and the like some really fat snares. Like I just really love that. But it was only in Sonar 2.0. So when 3.0 came out, 3.0 had more audio plugins, had other stuff that came out with it, but it did not have that. So it was like you had to it was one of those things you have to install both softwares. Kind of like now, like Cakewalk by BandLab doesn't have everything that Sonar came with. But if you still have Sonar on your computer, you still can use those plugins in the new Cakewalk. But yeah, okay, that's another story. So anyway, let's listen to this song. This song is a gospel song, but it's taken from tragedy that you deal with in your everyday life. So it's like 2 different stories going on. One is talking about a woman that's in an abusive relationship or abusive marriage. So anyway, let's just listen to it. And then if y'all got anything y'all want me to listen to, yeah, let's do that real quick. So anyway. Now, mind you, this was mixed in the past, so it's not the best mixed, but.
Yeah, this is for everyone out there who's had every situation that's been trying to bother you, whether you're a believer or not. Yeah, come on. You see, sometimes you need someone to love you, to care for you.
18. This is 19-year-old me singing, so
I got
now I'm almost 40.
His name Jesus Christ, and he died, rose from the dead, saved us. All right, hit the first verse.
You just woke up at 7 o'clock.
Gotta be at work at 9 o'clock on the dot. You get a phone call from your wife, telling you should be out through the night. Can't figure out where she went. Look at her receipt and see the money she spent. You never knew that she was using you, cheating on you. Now what you gonna do? Don't you know that you can move on into this way? What is making me so much pain? Nobody's driving you insane. Don't you wanna have some joy back in your life? Oh, living life just step right. Nothing money can never buy. Come on, say it. Got married 2 days ago. You're pregnant by your man, you don't even know. Thought that maybe you can work it out, but you found that you were wrong. Month later you got a divorce. Man was controlling you by force. Now you're hurting, grieving, wondering if you'll ever stop crying. Don't you know that you can? See all the pieces of the puzzle missing. You don't have the love you thought you had before. So that you can make a sacrifice. Sacrifice and do what's right. Jesus Christ, if you give your life to Him.
I was heavy into the dance stage, like Janet Jackson, all of them having those dance breaks. So I had to put a dance break in.
Break it down like this. So what?
Of course, I never did do a dance to the song at all.
I don't think they heard me. Heard me. I don't think they heard me. Heard me. 1, 2, 3. What? What you say? Go ahead, clap your hands. Clap your hands now. What?
Okay. Now I'm gonna pause, but it does come back in, so it's like a fake ending. You're like, oh, that's the end of the song, and then it comes back in. But anyway, I had a lot of fun writing that song. Now this other song was originally I converted to gospel. It originally was a breakup song because at the time when I wrote the song, I was in high school. No, I was in college when I wrote the song. Sophomore year, Webster University, studying a songwriting class where we had to learn about lyrics and rhyme scheme and different types of songs and writing in different forms, et cetera, et cetera. So we had to write a whole lot of songs when we were in that class. But this is one of the songs this was my final project that I had to write. I had to record. We had to make sure we recorded it. We could have recorded in the studio there because I had my own little studio at home. I did everything at home. And I remember, I don't even know if I have the original recording. I do have it somewhere. If I have it, then I'll let y'all hear it one day. But the original song was called Never Want to See You Again. And I remember when I recorded it, it was like one of those things. I worked on the music for it. Once again, still done in finale. I notated everything out. And it was just something different. That was the first time I ever did a song like that, just like notated everything versus trying to play it out. And it took me about a month to finish with the actual music part. I was heavy, this is the 2000s. I'm early 2000s, so I'm heavy into NSYNC, Britney Spears, 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys. So I wanted a pop song that was kind of like that. And that's where this song came from. But once again, not really happy with the mix, so it took me a long time to release this song. And the reason why is because I wanted to go back and re-record it. But I am going to go back and re-record it and remix it. So anyway, Storyline, true story. I was dating a girl in high school. I think it was my second girlfriend. I didn't have girlfriends. I had a lot of friends that were girls, but actually started dating. I dated two girls. One was a Filipino. That didn't work out well. That lasted for a few days, but incompatibility basically. And then I dated a girl that I was infatuated with, um, and we were friends. And then eventually we started dating, and that didn't work out because she ended up telling me that she was now a lesbian. So now that hurt my ego bad. Now you know you're thinking to yourself like, and I have nothing against lesbianism, so don't. Well, I'm not talking about that, but I'm just saying that hey, did I was it like that I was that bad? We didn't do anything, you know. We wasn't, we high school, we didn't really do nothing. I mean, we went on maybe one or two dates or something like that. But anyway, hurt my feelings. This is how this song came about. I do have the original lyrics. I'll let y'all see the lyrics one day. But the song said, "Never want to see you again." And I actually somehow I relayed the message to her later on that I wrote a song about her. She wasn't too happy about that, but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, I just said, you know what? Let me convert this to a gospel song because, so two different versions. But anyway, this is Jesus is More Than a Friend. Um, so, but you can listen to that. Okay, where did it go? Okay, it disappeared on me. This it? Yeah.
Stop, turn and look at the mirror. Tell me what you see. Do you see a reflection of a fear keeping you from peace? There's nothing too high. Don't dwell in pride. If you do, it will end you. Time for you to know the truth. Don't bother to convince yourself that God can use you. Just ask God to forgive you your sins. Prayer will always break through. 'Cause Jesus is more than a friend. He's our Lord and Savior. His joy never comes to an end. There is none greater. Now you make a choice. What you wanna do? Won't you hear His voice? Jesus loves you.
Okay, all right, and then and then it goes on more and more, but very popish, which is like the style I was writing in. Okay, what does this say? Hold on, let me click on that one more time. Ariel Tomsuski. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. Okay, so you say, "Hey boss, can you help out with the problem I'm having a real quick? I can't get Cakewalk to read my audio, not even from my laptop's mic." Okay. From your lap. Okay, can't get Cakewalk to read audio, not even from your laptop's mic. Okay. Arian, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. The chances are is that your drivers are not set correctly for Cakewalk. So I'll show you that in one moment. You say yes, long. Ever gave thought of remastering, updating, and remixing? Oh, definitely. Yeah, Jeremiah, that's what I just said. Yeah, I'm gonna remix all of these because I've been working on an album, right? Well, it started off as being one album, but now it's gonna be multiple albums. So you know how normally you're an artist, you get stuck into one side. Now, I'm heavy gospel. I play gospel music, but I play all styles of music, and I write all styles of music. So normally, when you come out as a gospel artist, people expect you to be gospel, okay? But I do have my R&B, pop side, my love songs. And even with those, I'm never going to write anything that's like, you know, extreme like how today's music is. So everything will always be, it might be a love song, but it's still going to include God in it somewhere. Now, Super World has, you know, I think I mentioned God in there. I think I can't remember. Now, the last one I put out did not. The last song. Oh, by the way, Only One for Me will be released. What is it? May. May 12th, May 11th, May 12th, something like that. I can't remember. And it actually did release right away, but I didn't really like the way. Well, I didn't want it to release that quick. Okay, so now I'm still not happy with the mix. I'm not even worried about that right now because I released it just so I can hurry up and release it. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna remix it because when I put it on the actual album, so it and Super World are gonna go on the same album, and so there's like 3 albums I have in mind. I have one album that's gonna be gospel. Okay, it's just gonna be gospel. Give Your Life to Him, I'm Stronger, Song of Praise. That's Jesus is More Than a Friend. I have some other gospel songs that I have written in the past. I haven't recorded them, or I need to re-record them, and I have some songs in my head that I need to finish. And then I'm gonna have a celebration album. Celebration album is gonna have all the little different celebrations that you go through. So, "Mommy You So Cool" is a Mother's Day song. By the way, pump this up, y'all. If you know it's Mother's Day, so you know Mother's Day coming up. So I'm gonna be like probably playing snips of this probably every day, try to get this thing out. But "Mommy You So Cool," we did that. We recorded that in April and May of 2020 while everybody was on lockdown. So this song, "That's My Dad," is a Father's Day song. That "Surprise" is like for a birthday. 10-year anniversary is an anniversary song. I also have a 11-year anniversary song that's called "Listen to This Groove," which I've done a acapella version of it, but I'm going to actually flush it out and record it as music. So it's going to be one of the things I work on. Yeah. So, and then I wanted to put out an acapella album. So "Rain" is all acapella. I don't know if you all heard, this is my version of SWV's "Rain," which is all audio. I'm gonna play that in a second, but okay. So yeah, Arian, back to what I'm saying. You're using the Behringer, okay? So you want to make sure, okay, which Behringer are you using though? What device are you using by Behringer? Because if you're not getting any audio from it, then it's probably that it's set to, if your Behringer accepts ASIO drives, then that's what you want to have it set on. But if it doesn't accept ASIO, then you probably want to set it on WDM or MME or Wasapi. All right. And if you're not seeing any audio devices pop up, like when you go to your inputs or outputs, you don't see anything, and then chances are, yes, the driver settings. Or you did not install the drivers for the Behringer. So make sure you install the drivers too as well. So you might want to check that first. Make sure you install the drivers, the software. Just like with my X18, I had to install this. Okay, so this is my Behringer, because I have the Behringer X18. So just like I had to install the drivers for it, and I had to install this app. Okay, this app allows me to control it. So when I go in here settings, I have to make sure I connect it to it. And sometimes it may not connect, and then that's why I have to go check it and be like, oh yeah, that's why, because I forgot to plug up the USB cable, or I forgot to plug up the Ethernet cable, because I have to run an Ethernet cable to it too as well. So, but give me one moment, and I actually will pull up Cakewalk so I can show you how to do that. So don't go nowhere. But yeah, I think everyone should remix your stuff. The good thing about distribution now is that if this was the old days where I had to pay to get into a studio, pay to get somebody to mix my stuff, pay to get somebody to master my stuff, pay to get somebody to press it on CD or whatever, or record, and then pay somebody to release it to the world, I'd be like, oh well, that song is done with. I'm done with that song, But everybody remixes their stuff. Like even, well-known artists will put out the remix or put out the remastered version. So definitely, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for all the songs that I wrote in the past. It's just that now I'm gonna go about. I wish I had the original audio, the part before I actually mastered. I wish I had that. That I don't have, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna apply new sounds to it, new samples to it, re-record all the parts. My voice is a lot lower than it used to be then because I used to be able to hit a whole lot of high notes. But so you said I installed all the drivers, interfaces for it. It was just working just fine now. It won't even play audio from the laptop to the Behringer to the speaker. Okay. So simple things you can try, and I know this might sound like, this might be dude, I've tried it already. Try restarting your computer first. Make sure that your Behringer is turned on first before you go into Cakewalk, because if it's not turned on before you go into Cakewalk, then you're not going to get anything. It's not going to register right away. Sometimes it trips like that. Second thing is, like I said, making sure that the drivers are set. Here, let me pull up Cakewalk real quick. Because this isn't all right, it's opening up. Where is it opening up at? On this side? Okay, it's over here. Gotcha. I had to pull it over here. All right. So let me just do a new project real quick. All right. And okay. I was trying to think if I want to take this overlay off for a second. Nah, I'll keep it there. I was thinking about readjusting something on my restream. All right, so up in File. No, not File. I'm sorry. My brain is like somewhere else right now. Up in Edit, there is the Preferences. And in the Preferences, there are these 3 areas you need to worry about if you're dealing with audio. Really, it's more than this, but just these 3 sections. Devices. So when I go to Devices and I look and I see I'm using X18, X-Air, all right? Now, normally I have all these checked, but for some reason I went to Cakewalk. I was helping a woman who I've been working with her on her Cakewalk for doing some type of projects. I was helping her out, like controlling her computer. So I was going through TeamViewer. I think it was TeamViewer. I guess that's what it's called. TeamViewer? What is it called? Hold on a second. Anyway, that's not important. Anyway, so I was controlling her computer, but she still was doing her own thing on the computer as well. And then while she was still doing what she was doing, I pulled up my Cakewalk and I was working on something totally different on my other screen. And when I pulled up my Cakewalk, for some reason, it was under my voice meter. Now, if you're not familiar with voice meter is something I had to install when I was using my Focusrite in the beginning when I was trying to stream using the Focusrite, because Focusrite works great recording stuff. It was great, but it did not work good for streaming. For some reason, I don't know what it was. It just didn't sound right. So anyway, I had to use voice meter, which I don't have to use anymore because now the X18 does everything by itself. You want to make sure that your inputs are set here. So now if my inputs wasn't set, I'll see everything blacked, or everything will be in black. If it's grayed out, then you know that something's been selected already. So once I select the X-Air, then I know all the other ones get grayed out. So I can't select these anymore. I can't click on them to check them. I can change the names of them. So you want to make sure that the devices are set first. And then if you don't see your devices there at all, then you need to go back to playback and recording. Playback and recording will allow you to switch to driver mode. So there are, wow, it's that many options now. There's 5 options. And I really got to go into talking about what all these mean, because this is one of those things that I really don't even think about for real. But back when I did not have an interface. If I was just using the sound within my computer, it started off as MME. So this is like, I didn't mean to click on it, but anyway, I hope it doesn't mess up my audio. Okay. So this is MME, and you notice the Behringer still works for MME, which is good. But this is what it used to be back in the days of Cakewalk Pro Audio. If you was running like early days of PC, basically. And then WDM, which I used to think was Windows Media, but that is not what it stands for. So anyway, WDM came out. So if you're having a problem, and it'll go through doing this, trying to scan it, it'll let you know, if your mixer accepts it. But if it doesn't accept it, then you know that that's not the right option. So you have to kind of play with these options and go through them till you find one that works. Now keep in mind that, I know default audio is not compatible with one or more sound. Okay, it's been reset. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Good. All right. So keep in mind, okay, it's just letting me know that WDM does not work with my Xair, basically. Or it might have, but I exited out of the it trying to scan for it. So Wasabi is the newest version, and it started with Sonar, I believe. So MME and WDM are the older ones. Wasabi is more of the newer version. But ASIO is the one that you really want to be on. So if you're not set on ASIO, it's either because your device doesn't accept ASIO, okay? So you said... Now, once I have it, okay, press OK. Once I have ASIO on, then I should be able to go back up. And now you want to make sure that your playback and your recording are right. So my playback is set on the Xair driver output 1, which is channels 1 and 2. I can switch this to whatever I want it to be honest. Then I have to go in my mixer and tweak some things to make sure it's routed the right way. Could you delete the interfaces and drivers and reinstall them? No, it's tedious, but I'm tired of doing all of that. If you've never done it before, then yeah, I would say if for some reason it seems like you was having trouble, you got to think, okay, what happened? Like, Tuesday, everything was working great. All right. Friday, when I went back to it, everything started tripping. What happened on Wednesday and Thursday, or what happened Tuesday late night? What happened to make everything change? So something had to. Sometimes it can be installing a new plug-in, might make it everything mess up, or, like I said, sometimes drivers, software, every computers that get off sync, it's good to refresh and restart every now and then. Even I was having trouble with Cakewalk when I was trying to work on another song. That stuff happens. So if you want to try reinstalling the drivers, then I would suggest doing that first. But also check some more things that are more common. Check your USB cable, okay? Because I'm going to tell you all, like, the biggest problem that you can have with these drivers your hardware not working right could be that the UPS cable is not working. The USB cable is not working correctly, or it's plugged into a slot or a jack inside your computer that is having issues. Okay, it could be that too as well. I've had it happen before, even with my X18. Like I got a cable ran right at my desk. It's not running to the back of my computer. It's running right to in front. And I used to have this mechanism on there that allowed it to, like a USB splitter or like a USB hub. And that hub is old. Like I've had it for, 20 years now. And every time I would bump into that thing, the Xair would go out and I would lose my sound. And then next thing I know, I'm back on my internal sound card. And then I have to keep playing with it and turning it off, turning it back on. And, and then I just said, eventually, let me unplug this thing and plug it up into something different. And that fixed my problem. So it might be a USB connection. It might be the drivers are out of date. You can see if there's a new driver out. It could be Cakewalk has a bug. I mean, that could be too as well. But if you know it was working before, then all of a sudden it's not working, it's got to be something simple. So, but check all of this first. And if all of this looks right, if you go up here and you see, oh, when I look at my inputs, yeah, it's set on the right thing. My outputs set on the right thing. My playback is set on the right thing. My this is set on the right thing. Then the next thing you have to do with is check and make sure that your master in Cakewalk is set on the right thing. Okay. Jeremiah says, I remember first time using Cakewalk and still today. A lot of forums and manual reading. Then I found videos like yours. Had figured things out quicker, man. Well, that's awesome because we didn't. Look back in the day. You know what I was looking at? Because YouTube wasn't even out. I was looking at a manual about this big, and I was like, and good thing is that my dad like taught me a lot of stuff because he's been using the software too as well. Like I said, we started using the software with the original DOS version, so that's how long I've been using it. So, of course, well, that's how long my dad's been using it. I put it like that. I remember the 90s version, but I remember him starting in 87 when it first released. But before then, we were using actual external sequencers, like, hardware sequencers. So it was really good to have software. All right. Okay. I know I was just using it, and I ran to the store and I powered it all up, and now it's just like a nah, not today. I like that. I gotta put that up there. That's cool. You know what? And your computers will be like that. That's how TTS was doing me. Big Poppy's probably not on here no more. I don't know if he is or not. But I was working on a new song, for the live stream, trying to put out a song, to release it to the world in 7 days or less, which it didn't end up being more than 7 days. But on that, I never had problem with TTS, but for some reason, TTS would not pull up, and it was only on that song. I can go to any other song or to a new project and pull it up with no problem, but TTS was like, nope, not today, nope. So I know how that can be. So it can be frustrating, but like I said, the best friend is to restart the computer. Restart normally fixes a lot of problems. Never had the problem. But I think I've read for some users that updating Cakewalk sometimes causes temporary problems again. Never had this issue, but maybe it's something to consider. Yeah, new updates can mess things up too as well. So sometimes it's good to update, like wait until after the update has been out for a few, weeks before you decide to update yourself. But yeah, I hope that helps, Arian. If you're still on here, yeah. Try that out and see if that works. And if not, like, if you can, send me some pictures of, like, email me some pictures of what your project looks like, or what it says, what messages you get when you try to go into it and when you're trying to play. Another thing that could be off is that, like for my XR, there is I can switch between 48 and 44 kilohertz. And sometimes a project that I have may be in 44, but the mixer's set in 48, so I have to go in there and switch it to 44, or vice versa. Or, or it can be something else that happens. All right, well, that is Cakewalk. No problem. No problem. So, yeah, let me exit out of that real quick. And then, where were we at? Where was I at? Oh, right here. Okay. Nope. Here? There it is. Okay. All right. So, this is the last one I'll play a little bit of, and then I'm going to go ahead and go. If you all want to definitely submit some music. I'm going to keep trying to do more of these. I haven't done it recently, but here is Rain, which is all acapella. Everything on here is my voice, except I did use a thunder like sample.
Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Baby, just rain down on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. Fall down on me. Let it fall on me. Oh, fall down on me. Let it fall down on me. Fall down on me. Let it fall down on me. Fall down on me. Let it fall down on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on. Yes, your love feels just like rain to me. Pure and sweet, let it fall. Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain.
All right, yeah. So you gotta love all those sound effects at the end. So that song was I really got heavy into doing a lot of acapella stuff through an app called Acapella. If you all have not familiar with it, but I really wanted to like release an album. I got plenty of songs, even some of my songs that I made as an acapella version that I wanted to put on a whole acapella album because I like acapella. I mean, I just like harmony. Period. I like acapella music. So the intention was to go ahead and like notate Rain. I'm gonna make an actual version of and publish it if I can publish it as music that some jazz choir or whatever they can do it if they want to do it. This is the type of stuff that we did when I was in college and jazz singer because I grew up singing jazz a lot anyway. So but yeah, this song is everything in there, including the bass drum, the little clock clock, which is just me. But my bass drum, all I did was just do. I put two sounds. I put like something like that, and then I put to get more of that resonance. And then what I did is I mixed them together. I used some gating and EQ and stuff like that. do they have an acapella? Yeah. I mean, Boys to Men, yeah, they definitely did a lot of acapella stuff too as well. Really like Take Six, basically. That's kind of like what this is like. But yeah, I like that type of stuff, man. It's cool to do. And then I just like making songs, sampling the voice, like being able, and that's my whole intention. Like I'm gonna sample my voice to make a pad, make like a keyboard synth pad, and then sample my voice to make the drums and all of that. And I'm thinking about doing a challenge for you all, which will have an incentive in it. So I'll pay somebody or whatever, and start making a little bit more money. Like incentive, say, hey, contest, take your job is to make a song with using these samples, like using these, you can tweak them more if you want to, but I'll mix them down and say, hey, these are drum samples, but these are all from my voice. So, all vocal samples basically. And then you can choose it, however way you want to do it, and go about mixing it and making your own song out of it. And, then I'll pay whoever is the winner will win the prize, basically. So, but yeah, that's later on, hopefully later on this year. All right, yeah, my energy is shot now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here so I can go ahead and prepare for the rest of the day. But I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in to this Pump My Jam. It was maybe one more song. I shouldn't share that many of mine, but we'll stay tuned for the next episode. So if you have anything to submit, definitely remember you can email it to me, justinnormllc@gmail.com. You also can send it to this link right here. All right, so and any of the links in my videos, not on the live streams, but any of my other videos have this link on there. So just look for, hey, want to share your music? It says something like that. Want to share your music? And then you can submit it there, and we'll take a listen to it. Now, what I want to do is I want to get people coming on live with me, because I have an option where I can invite guests to come in. So if you're up to live streaming with me, I'd love to see you on here so you can talk about your song and I can talk about your song. But I don't want it to be just a one-way street. I want it to be a two-way street, so we can have a conversation about your music. So I plan on doing another one of these next month, so stay tuned for that. I will give you wide notification. I will not let it be 10 months before I do the next one, so try to do these at least once a month, hopefully. All right, you all, that is it. Enjoy your day.